Welcome. If you're anything like my family, one thing you really enjoy is a good Disney vacation. If you can't tell, I do have a favorite ride also at Disneyland. Maybe you can guess? So recently, me and my family got to go down to Disney Aulani, and we learned a lot from that trip. And now I'm here to help you by letting you know what the 7 things you should know before you go to Aulani is. All right, so the number one thing to do is use a Disney travel agent. It doesn't cost you anything extra. It's money that's kind of built into the package that if you call and book directly through them, it's gonna just go straight to Disney. So that money could go to a small business, and they're gonna know a lot more about the trip than you will. I'll put a link in the description to the agent we used on their Instagram, but it's very helpful, and they did an amazing job, and they're going to be able to advise you on things you might not know about, especially if you've never been there. So number one, use a Disney travel agent. Okay. Number two might not be quite as obvious, but rent a car before you go to Hawaii. It's an island, or well, a chain of islands, and there's limited amounts of rental cars. They might not run out, but they probably will get pretty expensive the closer you get to your trip. And Ubers are not easy to come across. And Aulani is on the west side of the island, where everything else is on the east side of the island. So if you're wanting to go and explore and do anything other than just Aulani, you'll want that rental car. Number three kind of ties back into number one, but when the room is being booked, whether it's by you or by your agent, ask for a high level room, especially if you're getting a partial ocean view. The higher the room, the better view you're going to have. We ended up getting an end unit as well, which gave us an extra direction to be able to see the ocean from. And we had an amazing view from our partial ocean view. And I think it was basically because we were on the 14th floor. And I can't imagine going there without that view. I'd be very disappointed if I went there again and couldn't see the ocean as well as we did. So ask for a high level room if you're getting a partial ocean view.
And this is really why we're here. We lucked out. We're on the 14th floor. And this is the view straight ahead that we get. Pools down below. Then if we go to the right, we've got yet another gorgeous view. So partial ocean view, I'm definitely happy with it.
Number four, if you're gonna do the character breakfast, you're gonna need to book it. I believe it comes available 30 days out. So book it as soon as you can, and it was definitely worth it. The food was really good, and it came with a lot of pastries and things up front. We didn't even touch those. We left those and took them back to the room to have some snacks and just ate our main courses, and it was well worth it. Got some great pictures. The kids had a good time. But make sure you book that in advance. It's probably not going to be available if you're trying to book it when you get to Aulani. Okay, for number five, you'll finally be at Aulani. And it's about parking that car you rented. There's self-parking and valet. They're both the same price. Use the self-park. Not only is it a little cheaper because you're not going to be doing tips for people taking your car and bringing it back, but the biggest reason for me is it's quicker. I can walk to my car and leave while you're still waiting for your valet to bring the car to you. So if you're bringing a rental car, which I do suggest, park it yourself. It's the same price. And on to number 6. So number 6 is, again, once you're at Aulani, there's an activity room down by the pool. You can go down there and sign up for things like making your own Disney ears, or I think there's t-shirt stamping and a lot of other things. For the paid activities, it's best if you show up the day you get there, go down there and then book, because you can book paid activities out for future dates. For the free activities, you have to sign up day of. So you want to show up first thing in the morning and sign up for your time slot for that day. So paid activities, sign up right away. Free activities, day of. And that's something you definitely want to know before you get there. All right, what are we doing?
So we're doing the scavenger hunt, and this has led us to this fish, so we'll see what happens.
All right, let's see what happens. Number 7. Number 7 is simple. Don't overbook your trip. There's a lot of really fun things to do. My favorite was Pearl Harbor, which is actually where we got this picture from. I absolutely loved the history of it. My older daughter loved it as well. My younger daughter was bored out of her mind, but love her, not a history buff. But it was great. There was a beach we went to up north. I'll put the name of it below because I can't pronounce it. And there was a ton of sea turtles there, and that was my wife's favorite thing. And you know, you want to make sure you kind of have days to go do that stuff, but you're paying a lot of money for Aulani. Make sure you're spending your time there. They have really good pools, water slides. You can swim in the ocean there. There's a lot of activities you can do at Aulani. So, you know, it's Hawaii. You want to have a relaxing vacation. Don't overbook yourself. So the honorable mention for what you should do before you go to Aulani is like and subscribe. If I had some good information for you, it'd be greatly appreciated. I do a lot of bad dad jokes and kind of vlog, like, you know, just, you know, keeping track of me and my family's travels and things like that. So it's a lot of fun for me, something for me to entertain myself with. So I really appreciate your time. I hope you have a great trip. And thank you for watching. Have a great day.